truth science.
As well as the standard fair use policy, these videos are protected under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1787.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
Islam Moors.
My nationality is Moorish.
Did you see the video I did with that so-called attorney yesterday? Did y'all see that video? That was funny as hell. That was too mother-freaking funny, big. Go to Sabir Bey, so-called attorney, email me. That's the name of it. So-called attorney emailed me. He said that people in Jersey don't have a license, a bar card. They do have a bar card. How he kept talking about I was a sovereign citizen, and then he gonna slip in sovereign citizen. You follow me? He gonna slip in sovereign people, not sovereign citizen. He gonna slip in sovereign people. He said that you don't need a license in Jersey. Yes, you get a bar card in New Jersey just as well as every other state. Excuse me, every other state. You have a bar card. So y'all checked out the video I did with the so-called attorney, and again, I told him if I would have got some backing, I would have came to Philadelphia. And I would have took him into the law library, Jenkins Law Library. I told you I could do tours inside Jenkins Law Library. If y'all want to get the classes I've already done, the classes are $125. The classes are $125. You can email me. I have 8 classes on law, and the first class is basically Q&A. If anybody wanted to talk about name corrections and stuff like that, it's only $125. It's not $5,000. But the first one is really a Q&A. The other ones are inside law libraries. Again, my brother Percy said, you got to give the people something. So I'm giving y'all something.
So part of the reason for this video is to clear up the misinformation that Sabir Bey is putting out. Now, that clip that I just played was the day after Sabir Bey got dismantled by Arty. You see what he's doing, what he's saying to his subscribers. He's calling Arty a so-called attorney. He is discrediting Arty. Sabir Bey, a man with no credentials, a man who has dropped out of high school, is trying to discredit an actual attorney. This is laughable. The sad part is his subscribers are going to believe every word that he says. So that's part of the reason why I'm making this video, to clear up Sabir Bey's nonsense. So what I have done, I've reached out to Arty. I'm going to ask Arty a couple of questions, because this thing that Sabir is saying, the so-called attorney, there's nothing so-called about Arty. Arty is an actual attorney in real life. Now, Sabir Bey is still going on about this bar card, and Arty already explained that he does not have a bar card, and he is not required to have a bar card in the states that he is licensed to practice law in, which is New York and New Jersey. But yet Sabir Bey is still going on about this bar card, and we already did the research. The bar card that Sabir Bey showed of the attorney's card from Texas, that attorney happens to be a real estate attorney. So maybe real estate attorneys walk around with bar cards, but in New York, as Arty has explained, he is not required to carry a bar card. Now, Arty also showed Sabir his license to practice law. He showed him that it was framed, and Sabir just doesn't want to accept it. The problem is, though, when Arty was showing it, we couldn't really see what it said, so we're also gonna clear that up as well. So now let me get to my interview with Arty. Let's welcome Arty to the channel. Let's give him a round of applause. Now let's get straight into the interview. So Arty, my first question to you is, are all lawyers required to carry a bar card?
And the answer to that is no, by virtue of me not having a bar card for either of the states that I have that I'm licensed to practice law in. As far as I know, in most states, I don't know if they have a bar card. I could ask around. I could ask around in Pennsylvania, but near as I can tell, you don't have to have a bar card. You just simply need to be licensed, as in authorized, to practice law in the relative states.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up, Arty. Because as we know, Sabir Bey is still out here preaching that all lawyers have bar cards. And like you just explained, you are a licensed attorney and you do not have a bar card. And having a bar card, or rather not having a bar card, doesn't make you any less of an attorney. Point blank, period. Now, Sabir Bey, I hope you heard that. Now, before I jump into the next question, Arty, let's just show the viewers your credentials. Now, what we are looking at here is Arty's law degree. And this one is Arty's license to practice law in New Jersey. Now, this one is Arty's license to practice law in New York. Now, as you can see, Sabir, nothing Arty said was a lie. He does not have a bar card, but he sure does have licenses to practice law in New Jersey and the state of New York. So there is nothing so-called about Arty. He is an actual attorney. Now, you being someone with zero credentials, someone who dropped out of high school in the 12th grade, need to show some respect to Arty because he actually took the time and went to law school to get his degree in law. Just because you have a million Black's Law dictionaries and go around to all these law libraries, that doesn't make you an attorney, Sabir. You are far from it. So now let's move on to my next question, even though the question is already answered. So Arty, what states are you licensed to practice law in? And you can expound on that if you wish.
I am licensed to practice law in the states of New York and New Jersey. I took the bar exam in summer of 2010. I was then sworn in New Jersey in November of 2010, and I was sworn in for New York in March of 2011.
So Arty, what kind of lawyer are you? Meaning, what kind of law do you practice? And what term do you use to identify yourself? Do you use the term lawyer or do you use the term attorney?
I generally do like regulatory compliance. I have some limited experience in family, some limited experience in estates, but that is my primary practice. What term I use to identify myself, I use them both interchangeably. I would say I generally use attorney, but I use lawyer as well when it calls for it. It doesn't really make a difference to me.
That's very interesting. Now, I know some of Sabir's subscribers are going to say, well, hey, you showed the picture of his law degree and his law license. Why did he black out his name? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't want you idiots from the internet stalking him. Okay? Now, here's my next question for you, Arty. What's the difference between a lawyer and an attorney?
As I've never been asked this before, so I had to actually look it up because, as far as I understood, since being an attorney for the last 13 years, there is no difference in the United States between a lawyer and an attorney. They're similes. They both are defined as somebody who is authorized to practice law, uh, and that's according to my long time understanding, and it's also according to the ABA. If you go to the ABA's website, they do state that there is no distinction between an attorney and a lawyer. Now, if you go to the United Kingdom, there are barristers and solicitors, and for that, there is a distinction. Solicitors can meet with clients and can practice what I would say would be desk job attorney work, for example, estate planning and so on. But barristers are the ones who are allowed to appear in court, in front of a judge. That's the primary distinction between a barrister and a solicitor.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up, Arty. Now, my next question is, are lawyers required to memorize Black's Law Dictionary? Now, the reason I asked that question is because you see all these sovereign citizens, and especially these Moorish sovereign citizens and Sabir Bey, always pulling out Black's Law Dictionary as if it's the end all be all. I feel like these Moorish sovereign citizens don't realize that Black's Law Dictionary is literally just that, a dictionary. It isn't law. But if you go back and watch Sabir's video, he was trying to belittle you because you didn't pull out 50 different dictionaries, and he was able to show a picture of a table of about 10 Black's Law dictionaries. So in his mind, he thinks he's competent in law because he has all of these law dictionaries. So I'll ask the question again. Are lawyers required to memorize Black's Law Dictionary?
We are not required to memorize Black's Law Dictionary anymore, for the same reason we're not required to memorize every single new precedent-setting court decision that comes out every quarter. It makes no sense. Memorizing dictionaries does not make you an effective litigator, does not make you an effective attorney. You just memorize words. It's not just simply knowing the meaning of words. It's about applying the words in the proper context to create and foment proper argumentation.
Now, we know Sabir Bey can't put a proper argument together after watching the stream between you guys, yet he's on the internet trying to sell law classes, which is absolutely laughable. Anywho, my next question is, have you ever used Black's Law Dictionary to help you win a case?
Well, not in a sense of helping win the case, but I have relied on Black's Law Dictionary as a secondary source when there is a definition. There's a word that has enough ambiguity that needs a extraneous source to rely on for definitions. But it's never been used as the end all be all that here's the definition, therefore I win. It's more of an additive source, an aid to be used in your argument. It's not the smoking gun, as it were, to win it all.
It's funny that you say that, because these Moorish sovereign citizens believe that if they walk into court with their Black's Law Dictionary and start citing words from it, that they'll just automatically win their case. And in reality, the rest of the world knows that that isn't the case. So my next question is also in regards to Black's Law Dictionary, because these more sovereign citizens believe that it's the end-all be-all to winning a court case. So the question is, have you ever seen a lawyer use Black's Law Dictionary in court?
That's a good question. Me personally, no. But I'm, it may have been used again in the same context that I said in the previous question, where they would say, it's when there is a question of ambiguity in a statute or an interpretation of a particular word. It's never been the somebody going up in a court and relying on all the things in Black's Law Dictionary, say, hey, this word is defined as X, Y, and Z, therefore I win. I've never seen an attorney use it like that at all, largely because in most instances, the words in respective statutes or in when it comes to matters like that of interpretation, the legislature usually defines most of the more important terms. It's usually in the statute itself, and further, it doesn't need to be a Black's Law Dictionary. And the reason I say that is because I will give you a perfect example. Is that one case, the New Jersey Supreme Court case that I rely on a lot in my practice, they didn't use Black's Law Dictionary. They used Webster's Third New International, or was it? Yeah, they used Webster's Third International Dictionary to aid in the definition into providing the definition of a term. So Black's Law Dictionary doesn't even need to be used in a legal opinion. The courts are permitted to use other non-legal dictionaries to aid in matters of interpretation and statutory construction. So I don't understand why Sabir thinks that Black's Law Dictionary is the end-all be-all of knowledge, of legal knowledge. I think that kind of betrays ignorance on his part, much the same as why he likes to display all of his various court reports and various dictionaries from dozens, if not 100 years ago, on his table to convey knowledge or of a wisdom of an understanding of the law, when that's not really the case. Having a bunch of books on the table in front of you does not make you an attorney, or does not mean that you know what you're talking about when it comes to matters of law in the United States.
Okay, so that'll conclude my interview with you, Arty. I would like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to interview with me. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Arty, here's his channel right here. Check him out. Go and subscribe. And Sabir, I know you're listening. We've provided plenty of evidence for you. Arty is not a so-called attorney. He is an actual attorney. Now let's jump back over to Sabir Bey and see what he is up to.
Because you better excuse my Philly attitude. Born and raised, baby. South Philadelphia. South Philly, baby. Hit the link. Come on and talk to me. Your energy has changed since that last Doc Van. Truth Science. Ain't nothing. Nothing changed. My energy is still the same. I will eat you the hell up. Mental illness is real, people. And most of these cats on my feed have a mental problem who do videos about me and don't even have the heart to come on the feed and talk about me, but and to my face as a man. But what I'm looking at on social media is a bunch of coward ass niggas that keep drama coming. I don't feed into these things because I know black people in the United States have a mental problem. If I'm wrong, jump on the feed.
Hey, Sabir, I thought there was no such thing as black people. So now, not only is Sabir Bey a fake lawyer, he is also now a doctor, and he is diagnosing black people with mental illness. Sabir, you really need to stop it.
Feed. Black people in the United States has a mental problem. It's something that they're lacking. It's something that they're lacking. So somebody sent me this in my email about Sabir. They said he's an agent. I don't know if this dude was for real or not. I don't know if this channel, somebody can check it out, but somebody emailed me this, right? Somebody emailed me this, and I went to the link, and it was the same fake dude. The same fake dude that's making these channels, but never have the heart. You know how you would do something and you would hide your hands? That's what these cats is doing. But if I give you the feed, right, to come on these feeds, and I know some of y'all say don't feed into it, but I'm going to give them the opportunity because I know mental health is real. If I give you the opportunity to come on my feed and present something that I said that was not factual and contradicted myself, that's what I'm doing.
Excuse me, Sabir, let me interject real quick. Now, I know you're talking about me. So the person emailed you my video and you're saying I'm a coward because I don't come on your feed. Sabir Bey, you go live twice a day because you don't have a job. Sabir, I have a job. I am just not readily available to jump on your feed when you do a live stream. Unlike you, I have responsibilities. I have a job. Get that through your head. Furthermore, Sabir, I will not be coming on your live stream because I see the way you treat people who have a difference of opinion with you. All you would do is mute me and not let me get my point across. So no, Sabir, I wouldn't, even if I had the time, I would not be coming on your live stream. Furthermore, when I make my videos and I show that you contradicted yourself, why don't you make a video responding to that, showing how I am wrong about you contradicting yourself? The problem is you can't. So you just need to stop it already. Now let's take a quick look at my time card so I can further prove to you that I'm just not readily available when you're live streaming. I just can't jump on your stream whenever you're streaming. I do have a job. Now, as we can see, Sunday, I worked 9 hours and 44 minutes. Monday, I worked 8 hours and 44 minutes. Tuesday, I worked 13 hours and 35 minutes. Wednesday, I worked 12 hours and 20 minutes. Thursday, I worked 9 hours and 8 minutes. Friday, I worked 8 hours and 44 minutes. Saturday, I worked 9 hours and 14 minutes for a total of 71 hours and 29 minutes. So this particular week, I didn't have any days off. I worked 7 days because I have responsibilities. So stop thinking that I have time to just jump on your live streams whenever you're live streaming. I am not one of your subscribers that don't have a job and just waiting for Sabir Bey to live stream. Not me, buddy.
So I don't care about people being agents. This guy is an agent. You have to respond and right and his career. I don't know if this person, let me bear with me. I don't know if this is the same person that's actually sending this or if they want my attention. I want y'all to understand this. Y'all follow me. If y'all not following me, jump on the feed. If you're not following me, I need you to jump on the feed. So I didn't necessarily respond to this because I'm like, dude, it ain't got to do with me. If a person want to talk to me, I'm on here 2 times a day. 2 times a day. It's very easy, but they watch the video in the background and then they'll turn around and do a video to draw y'all attention. And this particular person, I want y'all, if y'all hear me, do everybody understand what I'm saying? Am I speaking very clear to you? So these people make pages. Now, I don't know if this brother is an agent, but if he is an agent, he can come on the feed. My line is up there.
So because I disagree with Sabir and I'm proving him to be wrong, that makes me an agent. The people that subscribe to Sabir Bey's channel, they're not well upstairs. That literally makes no sense. So when someone has a difference of opinion from you, Sabir, that makes that person an agent, wow.
I can't do no more. So people, please don't ask me to respond to these people. What y'all can do is right now, I think his name, and I'll say his name. I think it's called Truth Science. I think he want me to say his name. I believe his name is Truth Science. So I said your name, brother. So now you can click the link and come on the feed. But I really, truly want you to show me your face. And if I contradicted myself in any time of my career, I want you to show me. Because nigga, don't worry about my bills. And first of all, I don't have bills. You pass bills in Congress. I don't have bills. I have invoices.
Wow, Sabir, that was very clever. You don't have bills, you have invoices. But you know what? You're probably right. You don't have bills because you don't have your own apartment. You're shacked up with some woman living for free. Someone who's begging people on the internet. They can't possibly have bills because your income is inconsistent. So you're right. You don't have bills. You have invoices that you probably don't pay.
See the difference? I don't have bills, people. We deal with invoices. One more time. We don't deal with bills. Bills are being passed in Congress. So you can go get your top 10 attorneys, your top 10 politicians, and guess what? Ain't none of them are never coming to this cipher. And yes, and I know you watching, brother. Oh, I'm talking directly to you. So I know you watching. Click the link. Anybody can click the link. Jump on and have a conversation, but goddamn, bring it to the motherfucking cipher. So it's been 24 minutes. So when y'all see these videos, please don't send them to me. Tell that person, whatever his name is, True Science, whatever, bring it to the motherfucking cipher.
Sabir, I apologize, but I can't bring it to the motherfucking cipher because I'm probably at work.
And please, when you see these videos, I want y'all to seriously ask these cats, where are their sources at? Where's your facts at? Why don't you never be a man in the comments? Because I'm going to show y'all how these dudes work. They will constantly make videos and have different channels and respond to their own motherfucking channel. Ain't that kind of crazy? These motherfuckers like literally make videos and then other channels. I only have 2 channels. They will make channels and create these channels and then comment on the channel that they made as if someone else was actually responding to it. Hey, man, you can more. They need to get on the couch.
So what Sabir Bey is effectively trying to articulate is the mere fact that he can't grasp the fact that within my video, people are roasting him in the comments. He is so big-headed that he is trying to convince his subscribers that I make other channels comment on my video and then reply to that. Like, this dude right here is a narcissist. He can't grasp the fact that there are people in this world who do not agree with him and do not like him. Sabir, I just showed you my time card. I work a lot of hours. I do not have time to make other fake pages to then comment on my own video and then respond to that comment. No, the comments that you see are real people roasting you. And this is also how I know that Sabir Bey watches my videos, because he's in the videos reading the comment, and as he's reading the comments, his head is probably exploding.
They need to get on the couch and talk to Sabir. So when you're traveling, a cell phone bill could be anywhere from $600 to $1,000. I'm just being real with y'all. Nowhere that this dude named True Science, or whatever his name is, ever showed you anywhere that he went at all. Nowhere. He hides himself, right? And then he put a title because he wants y'all, because y'all gullible. Y'all are gullible people. I ain't saying everybody, but you're gullible people. And this is what happens. It's a mental thing, people. I was watching this show, this TV show. It's called Criminal Minds. How many people ever saw Criminal Minds? I'm going to give y'all an episode on how this works. I don't give a damn if you're an attorney. I don't care what prestige you have. I don't care how many degrees you have. My forefathers, the Moors, my forefathers, the Moors, my forefathers, your forefathers, the Moors, taught the world with no degrees. No degrees. Ephraim said he doesn't show his face. He might be ugly. He could be, brother. He's watching this video. Believe me, Ephraim, he's watching. Believe me, he's watching. And I'm gonna prolong this until he gets on his feet because I know he's watching. This is the most attention he probably getting. So yes, he may be. So, and I know he's watching. I guarantee he keeps his notifications on. The high, and if you know anything about suicide rate, right? You do know it's a high suicide rate with attorneys. Y'all do know that, right? There's a high suicide rate with attorneys.
First and foremost, Sabir, I must say you're all over the place. Now you make a statement saying that there's a high suicide rate with attorneys. Why don't you back that up with some data? Show us some sources that support what you're saying. And what is the point of saying that? You're just rambling.
Right? Y'all may not know this, but y'all in psychologists too. I think it's psychologists also. Because what it is, they live in a lie. They're living a lie. I live within my truth. Truth is the now. Truth is the present. Truth is what's going on right now. So we stand on the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Listen to me. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. We can see through the bullshit of people and scary Negroes. Maybe I took his girl. Maybe his girl liked my videos. I mean, I done had females email me and call me and say, yo, Sabir, my boyfriend took my phone from him, broke my cell phone. Oh, Sabir. They always say, why are you looking at Sabir Bey? Like, I'm dead ass serious. Maybe that's probably what it is with this particular brother. Maybe he got some teeth missing or locks missing or hair missing. I don't freaking know. So,
or maybe it's simply about me not wanting to see my people go to jail behind the crap that you teach. Why does it have to be because I'm ugly or because I'm missing teeth or because my girl watches your videos? You're literally just saying things. None of this is true. You are so egotistical. You really think that the world revolves around you.
what happens? And yeah, I'm beating you up, brothers, because I want you to come on the feed because I know you're watching. But I'm going to do it peacefully. But I got brothers that's around me that's not so peaceful with me, like me. Trust me, I came to this. I used to beat niggas with baseball bats too. Okay? Yep. So if I'm begging, you begging to keep putting my name in there to try to get money off of me. See, this is what happens. Let me help you out. So he put my name in their title so he can get money. But just tell him to give me 80%, y'all. I know he's watching. Brother, just give me 80%. You 80%, brother. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? You can keep the rest. You see that with the dude? This dude actually, somebody said you got to destroy this dude. I know he's watching, but somebody sent me that. So this dude is doing videos when I get off, but never come on my feed. He never come on my feed, right? So I want to say this, and I'm gonna say this again. If I ever contradicted myself, I want you to come on like these two brothers and show me with your faculty that I contradicted myself. Because I'm from the school of you can say what you want to say, but if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna make sure you don't put it on nobody else, B. And that's a motherfucking promise. That's why the nigga got scared when I said I'm gonna slap him if I seen him. That's why he don't want to be seen, brother. Ain't gonna say Sabir threatened me on social media. Nigga, I ain't threatening. That's a promise, my G. I don't make threats. I make promises.
Wow. Now Sabir is a gangster. Sabir, I didn't mention the fact that you threatened me because I was scared. I just mentioned it to show people how foolish you are for making vital threats over the internet. That's all.
All of this stuff come from you. Is it making sense yet, y'all? All of this comes from you. It's nothing that this white man invented or created. So they had to create stories behind what they're doing. Stories. So for y'all that don't know, Spain is Africa. Spain is Africa. Spain is Africa. It's El Andalus. It's not a European place. It's your home. So Judge Joe Brown, I know you watching. Some of you cats that's on my feed, I know y'all watching too. So this is your moment to go get all of your best friends, all of your attorney family members. If Sabir Bey's wrong, all I ask y'all to do is come to my feed with the facts, baby. All I ask you to do is come to the feed with the facts. Don't ask me, or if you know all this information, you should be an attorney. No, you got to be corrupt to be a judge, or you got to be corrupt to be an attorney. So if I'm wrong, seriously, please correct me.
So in Sabir's mind, all judges and attorneys are corrupt. If that's true, Sabir, why are you willing to go to the law library with Arty if Arty is corrupt? Where's the logic there? Oh, that's right. You really want Arty to take you on a date. You want him to take you out for lunch and then take you to the law library. So you want to date a corrupt lawyer. What a joke.
I want everybody to start arming yourself. And you got to actually start suing these people and hitting them under the RICO law. RICO law is any corrupt organization. If anybody have access to a law dictionary, you can look up a municipality. Anybody has any law dictionary, look it up. Oh, you think I'm just pulling these out. Anyone that has any law dictionary, I want you right now to go look up a municipality. And I know this is not going to go anywhere with some of y'all, but I can't kind of tell you, if you blindfold me and put me in a room with any of them, I'm going to show you how good I am. So that's me inside the law library. You see, that's another law dictionary called Bouvier's, right? You see, this is UCC's. You see this current forms. When you think the attorneys are smart, they're not smart.
So let me guess. Sabir, you're smart because you were able to take a picture of a bunch of law dictionaries while you were in a law library. That makes you smart. In your mind, that makes you competent to practice law. It's sad that people actually follow Sabir, because Sabir clearly doesn't have it all upstairs. He's not smart, but he actually thinks he is. He thinks that the more law dictionaries he can show people, that makes him competent in understanding law. And also, because Sabir has shown us a picture of 10 law dictionaries, we should now purchase his law classes for $125 a pop. This is crazy.
If I was really trying to do this for money, I wouldn't share none of this with y'all. But I do have law classes that I have done. I definitely have law classes that I've done. This is, let me blow this up for 1 second. This is the United States Code. This is the Pennsylvania Eminent Domain, Uniform Commercial Code, Bouvier's Law Dictionary, the UCC Bulletin. Which one y'all want? What attorney or the lead attorney ever pulled these things out and showed y'all this? Come on. Y'all think it's a game with me? You think it's a game with me? I sit inside law libraries for hours on top of hours. I've done classes inside the law library for hours. I told you all my law classes is $125. This is how I get down inside law libraries. That's how I get down in law library. A cup of coffee with American jurisprudence, United States codes. Okay, which one y'all want? This is what I do. In all of my classes, I told y'all, you can purchase them. It ain't nothing. You can put me on any platform, Lance or Percy, blindfolded with your best attorney or best judge. The only thing they're going to tell you, oh, that stuff don't work in the courtroom. Negro, this is the courtroom. This is the courtroom.
Right.
This is the courtroom. The court is where you're not dealing in court. Or y'all follow me. So let me just show y'all a little bit more. So I know y'all sitting in the background, your heads are spinning right about now, but let me show y'all something. Because I don't need to stay on here all night long. But so this is the California. Let me show y'all the crazy part about this. Percy and I is out here in California. Look how much the California Motor Vehicle Law book costs. $142. Did y'all know that? So this is the state thing, but attorneys don't tell y'all. This is a state thing. That's the California Motor Vehicle Law, right? I told you to arm yourself. Look at this one.
I find it quite sad that Sabir isn't able to recognize himself as a sovereign citizen. Now, the reason I say that is because we all know sovereign citizens, all they worry about is traffic tickets and things of that nature, driving, and they want to make arguments that they're traveling and not driving. Now, here Sabir Bey is showing people how to get the traffic codes from their state. My thing is this: if you're a regular law-abiding citizen and you're not breaking any of these traffic codes, why do you even need to know any of this stuff? You're showing people books that cost $100 and some change, also that when they get pulled over because they're driving without a license, they can cite something that they don't even comprehend. This is crazy. This is insanity. Sabir is sending people to jail.
$142. So for the people who think stuff is cheap, right, and think that I be playing, bear with me. What am I holding in my hand, brother, person, Lance? What am I holding?
That's the vehicle code book.
A California?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So people think it's the book that you get at the DMV. No, this is the book where they come from when they start quoting these sections for y'all. I know you can tell my book is beat up there. It's the 2013, but it's no different. But let me share something else with y'all. I have Pennsylvania's too. So let me just walk y'all through some of these books. And I'm telling you this because this is what they don't want y'all to know. That's right there is who? The Motor Vehicle Law Book of Jersey. Ooh, Motor Vehicle Law. Hold up. Jersey Motor Vehicle Code. Let me just move up. Just give me 1 second. While y'all partying, you ready to get drunk. That's how much these books would cost. $428. Just New Jersey. Right next door to where we from. Philly. $518. Look. Y'all think I don't know what I'm talking about? Any of these books, believe me. And this is what the conscious, these want to be black attorneys would say in the background. Oh, brother, well, that stuff don't work in the courtroom. Yeah, you got to be corrupt to be in the courtroom. Oh, I know this all too well. This is why I said the courtroom is not where you're going into, y'all. It's not where you're going in. It's actually, let's get it to the people. And this is what I was telling my brother Percy. How about everybody share these videos out right now, and let's bring these people who supposed to represent you to the cipher. I don't want to hear no bull crap about Sabir Bey. You talking out the side of your neck. Prove to me I'm wrong. Because not one of these people that y'all sit on these platforms would ever show you what I'm showing you. So that's New Jersey. So everybody has their motor vehicle law. Not the one that you get at DMV. Not DMV. And let me tell you something about case laws too. You can't use case laws because they're going to get you to say that you are practicing law without a license. And that's one of the mistakes right there. Look, he said this is the case law right there. This is the problem. Case laws are copywritten. Case laws are copywritten. This is why they can say, right, You're practicing license with law without a license.
So Sabir believes that if you cite case law to defend yourself, they're going to say that you're practicing law without a license. I must say, Sabir has to be one of the most unintelligent, quote unquote, educators on the internet.
Y'all keep telling, y'all think I'm be playing, man. You think I don't know what I'm talking about. But see, y'all have to understand this law thing. Again, I could have went to law school. I still can go to law school. Trust me. Hands down, I will pass the LSAT test. Hands down, I will pass the LSAT test. All you got to do is sit it in front of me. Y'all act like it's a hard thing to do. No.
Sabir Bey is so full of himself. It is comical. And he always keeps saying, yeah, I could have went to law school. Yes, you could have went to law school if you finished high school first and then went to college. But no, you never finished high school. So in order for you to go to law school, you would first have to get a GED. But anything is possible. So yes, in that sense, you could have went to law school and you still could go to law school. But we know you're not going to go to law school. And even if you did make it to law school, you probably wouldn't be able to complete it because you aren't smart enough, quite frankly.
The only thing they would do is say, well, why don't you go to law school and make a change? You can't make a change in that system, B. I'm going to be real with you. Let me tell you how this goes. Either they're going to have some dirt on you. Don't worry about me being full of myself. I should be full of myself. And I know that's a fake page, but I'm definitely full of myself. And you should be full of yourself. If I'm a joke, thank you for being on here. But come on the feed. You want to talk to me for a minute? It's okay. And acting to enforce statutes. And statutes is only a statute. It's a statute. That's all it really is a statute. It's not a law, people.
Now, this is another reason why Sabir Bey is a complete joke. This man is selling law classes for $125 a pop, and he doesn't know that a statute is a law. This man wants me to purchase law classes from him, and he doesn't know something as simple as a statute is a law.
Statutes is only a statute. It's a statute. That's all it really is a statute. It's not a law, people.
Statute. A particular law enacted and established by the will of the legislative department of government. Now, this is comical that Sabir Bey, the same man selling law classes, doesn't know that a statute is a law. Now, what also makes this comical is that Sabir Bey claims that he is an elite class of Moors. He feels he has so much more knowledge than all the other Moorish sovereign citizens out there on the internet. Yet, he's making the same arguments that they make. There was one time where Natalie Lawyer Chick was schooling Jamal and Cujo one time because they were making the same ridiculous argument. Now, if you don't know Natalie Lawyer Chick, she's an actual lawyer. So she went on Jamal's feed and she had a discussion with them and they were saying the same nonsense. You know what? Let's cut to the clip.
And the law that you're understanding, is the law that you're understanding the supreme law of the land, or is the law that you're understanding the statutes, ordinances, and acts created by the states?
I think that those are both the same thing. There's
No,
not
they're
a
not the same.
separation. You and I are going to have to disagree with that, disagree on that. In my opinion,
But it's by the definition. It's not, it's like what words mean. Like, because you say, like, it's just a dictionary when you say that. But if we don't know what words mean, how do we even talk?
okay, so
Like, we have to, like, how does that, like, I don't get that. Like, when you say that,
yeah.
like, you have to know what the word means. So when the Grand Sheik said a statue, like, by definition, a statue will be this. So, and like, I feel like you ignore the definitions.
No.
And we just go around with general terms. Like, that's just or a saying, or but not by the true definition of what it is.
So the law as it is written, right? We have
Is
statutes.
that an opinion? Can you cite the court case for what you just stated?
It's in the rules of statutory construction that are
See,
found.
there we go again with them statutes. There we go again.
But you wanted to cite the law.
That's not a law. Statutes are not laws. By definition. By definition. I'm not debating. I'm saying by definition in a dictionary.
A statute is literally a law that's written by the
No. Not by definition in the dictionary. I'm not debating. I'm just saying what the dictionary says.
Okay. That's all I'll say to that. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, it's the thing that you're saying is not true. I'm saying
what the dictionary says. I'm not saying.
Let's look at what the dictionary says that a statute is. Okay.
Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about.
What is a statute? A statute is a written law passed by a legislative body. So a statute is a law.
You see that? Sabir Bey is just as ill-informed as the rest of his Moorish compadres.
There's a difference between being competent and qualified. I'm competent. I'm not qualified with nothing, because if you qualified, you are limited and you're doing it for the money. That's what they do. So I would take all of their money and their pension. If that's me being, on myself, this is like, I'm not one of these college dudes that be in college that turn their heads up when they see our people. You ever see them Negro colleges? Niggas think they got something. They be like this. I don't want to talk to you because you don't belong to my Kappa Phi Sigma Beta K to Heta Meta. Right. You ever see them niggas?
This is quite a shame. What Sabir Bey is doing here is making fun of people who have an education. So he's effectively telling people, don't go to school and get an education. Learn from me, a person who doesn't even know that a statute is a law. I just can't believe that this man wants to be an educator, and he is now shunning people who actually get a formal education. This is crazy.
I don't know why what works, what don't work. I don't know what you mean. I don't care. What works for you don't work for me, brother. I'm not trying. Again, I don't know, Joseph. You could jump on the feed too with that fake page, because I know that's not you. If you keep typing, brother, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to be, brother, I'm going to give you this last chance to come on this feed. If you want to talk to me, let's test who's cocky, who's arrogant, and who's not humble. I'm going to ask you to come on this feed one more time, but I'm going to show you how crazy we are. That this person will never even hit the link, but they're going to type again. And I got pulled over passing a yellow light. Oh, show me your face, brother. Please show me your face. Just show me your, here you go, right? Show me your face, bro. Wait, I mean, you got your, come on.
I'm not showing my face. What, you asked me to come up here and talk. You didn't ask to show my face.
I said focus on what I just said. I want to see who you are, because I travel. And if you don't, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to be real with you.
Wait, but you wanted to talk.
No, what I said to you, show me your face and focus on what I just said about being incorrect. So if you can do that, I'll let you stay for a second, okay? So what did I say that's incorrect? Because you don't know me personally, because I don't know you, because you're hiding behind social media.
Can you restate it?
I don't need to do it. Just listen. I'm pretty sure I said it very simple. Everybody else on this feed heard it.
It took a couple seconds for me to get in here. I probably wasn't.
That's okay. It's okay. I mean, just focus on what I said that's incorrect on what I said on here. Because you act like you know me. You act like you know me about something.
What did I say that I acted like I knew you?
I think it was you that said something about cocky something. Was that you?
That wasn't me. No, it wasn't.
I'll take that back then. So let me. What's your name on it? Because you got two different. You got a face up here. I don't know what you are. So usually humble dude.
Joseph. Okay. That was me.
That's you.
I said usually humble. I let a word out. I meant to say usually humble dudes don't say they're not only humble, but the most humble dude.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm from Philadelphia. You have to understand where you from. I'm from Philly. Don't worry about how I said it. Did you catch it?
I'm from Phoenix.
Oh, you definitely not in my league, brother. You better learn this Philly lingo, bro. You better learn the Philly lingo. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia. I live in California. You know how they say you could take the man out of Philly, but not the Philly out the man? I take Philly overseas. So I'm Philadelphia. And you have to understand one thing, brother, how Philly is. Philly is a rough mother freaking place, and we don't play. If we don't like you, we don't like you. So you should be happy that you're on this feed with me, and I didn't chop you up. So I'm very humble. Because I
Chop
know
me up.
no, brother.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared to get chopped up.
Dude. It's okay. Show me your face so I can know who you are when I come to Phoenix, because you know we unite right next door, right? Come on, brother. We ain't got time for that.
You want me to show you my face?
Yeah,
Why?
Come on, bro. I ain't got time for you. Okay.
Why are you beefing?
I'm not beefing with you. I'm gonna keep him on here. I'm not beefing with this dude. All I want to know is where he's at, so I know where he's at.
And there goes yet another person that gets the boot from Sabir's stream. All because he didn't agree with Sabir. Now, Sabir, why did you want to see what the dude looked like? He told you he's in Phoenix, and you said, oh, I'll go to Phoenix. Why? What? When you see him, you was going to do some type of harm to him? I just don't understand the logic in needing to see what someone looks like. Just have the dialogue, and that's it. You don't need to see what these people look like.
Why he's scared, I don't even know. Because
what was his reason for coming on here, bro?
That's the reason. Show me, because I've traveled and I don't know. You know, it's weird when you walk places. You want to know who certain people are, brother. You want to know if that nigga's a friend or foe.
Right.
Because you know who I am.
I understand why you saying, but I'm saying, why did he come on here?
I don't know. He said beef, and I don't even eat meat, so I don't have beef with nobody. That's the crazy part. I'm a vegetarian. There's only civil and criminal laws, people. Civil and criminal. Civil and criminal. Civil and criminal. One, you have to have an injured party. I don't give a damn what Judge Joe Brown, what any of these attorneys, bring them to the cipher, or you can fly me back to Philly. I'll take you to the law libraries if any attorney watching this video.
Here goes Sabir making yet another sovereign citizen argument, saying that in order for a crime to exist, there has to be an injured party. Yet Sabir Bey would want us to believe that he isn't a sovereign citizen because he never called himself a sovereign citizen. Sabir, you are a sovereign citizen, and the stuff you teach and preach is sovereign citizen rhetoric. Point blank, period.
There's only civil and criminal laws, people. Civil and criminal. Civil and criminal. Civil and criminal. One, you have to have an injured party. I don't give a damn what Judge Joe Brown, what any of these attorneys, bring them to the cipher, or you can fly me back to Philly. I'll take you to the law libraries if any attorney watching this video. You can take me and embarrass me on any of your platforms if I'm lying. Let me tell you something. It's only civil and criminal. Infractions is not a crime. It's a breach of a contract, people. Infractions. Regulations are not laws. Ordinances are not laws. There's only criminal and civil. And there is a thing called corpus delicti.
Here we go. Another sovereign citizen buzzword. Corpus delicti. Yet Sabir would have us believe that he isn't a sovereign citizen.
There's only criminal and civil. And there is a thing called corpus delicti. Corpus delicti. Which means you must have a body of a crime. Now, I covered a lot of stuff while I've been on this feed for free for y'all. If you want to test me, set it up. I got law classes that y'all can purchase for $125. Email me, and I'm going to tell you something. They're crazy. And I love to come back to Philadelphia and do some more. I love to come back to Philly and do more. You know the crazy part, I know something in their heads. Well, that stuff ain't gonna work in court. It ain't gonna work in court. Lance, you know how you can predict what people say? That stuff ain't gonna work. Nigga, this is the court. Right. Court of public opinion. Right. Let me say it again. This is the court of public opinion. Now, any attorney had the opportunity to come beat Sabir up and say that he's wrong about what he's saying. And, why don't you go to law school, brother? For what? Why? I ain't got what for what? I'd rather educate the people. I ain't trying to rob the people. I do have classes that y'all can purchase. We need to start charging these police officers under the RICO law. which is the racketeering, because they corrupt organizations. All municipality, even in Philadelphia, the parking authority is total violation. Oh my God, that's a racket. So RICO law is for any corrupt organization. Any corrupt organization. Municipalities are corrupt organizations. They stealing money from people. You're in a traffic court and you're not trafficking. You're in a traffic court and you're not trafficking. Okay? I've been saying this since I've been on radio in Philadelphia. Some of y'all may get it now. Truth science.
From